So Riot were kind enough to invite me into the early access event for Abyss, and in this video I'll be showcasing this map to you guys, going over the layout, the different sites, stuff like that. One thing people really want to know is what happens if you drop the spike off the map, and you can see it is just going to come back up. So the spike, you can try to throw it off all you want, it's just going to go back to exactly where you left it. And the dev said, I won't try it myself just so I don't die, but the dev said if you fall down there, Sage can't res you, and Clove won't be able to res as well. The same thing goes with the guns. Guns will stay down there, they definitely won't come up, but the spike on the other hand, you can see, it'll spawn back up right where you left it. Just quickly before I get too far into it, here is the mini-map, so you can pause this here if you want to take a look at some of the different callouts, or take a look at just the overall layout. Pause it there, take a look at the mini-map. But yeah, I'm going to work through the map as an attacker first, so I'll go check out the A site, then B, then mid, and then take a look from the defense perspective as well. A little bit later in the video, I'm just going to focus on the attack now. So here is the attack spawn, and the A site is going to be over in our right. So you can see, we'll just come through here towards A. Then you've got a main here. There's a box up there, so if you're Omen, you know, you can TP up. Actually, I will quickly just show you where the buy phase barriers are as well before I forget. So you can see right here, the attackers, they'll be locked right behind this point. The defenders will start right here. So yeah, the defenders probably will have time to even like shift walk across into this corner. So you have to be careful. And the buy phase barriers in mid. Attackers can come up to this point. Over towards B, you can come up to this point, so you can't go up the stairs just yet. And then quickly take a look at these defender buy barriers as well. You can see you can come all the way up here as a defender. So defenders have a lot of space to work with, you know, of course that's the whole point. And then in mid as well for defense, you can already come here and then right towards that jump as well on defense. Yeah, back towards the A site now. You can see your attacker will come through here like so. This is going to be the main choke point, obviously. All these different angles to clear. Like so, you've got this up here, this heaven area to worry about. You can see it's going to be a tower or a heaven. And the really interesting thing, one of the gimmicks around this map is going to be this little ledge and area. Because you can actually, okay, I marked it up there, but from the defender side, from here, you can jump across this way as any character. If you just nail the timing right, any agent can make this jump. You just have to be very careful when you do it. You can see I marked up that timing in as well, but it is possible. You saw me do it once before. It's overall not too hard once you get the hang of it down. I was doing it completely fine before while I wasn't recording. But yeah, that was not too difficult. And then it is possible on some agents to go the other way like that. I believe it's only going to be Omen, Raze, and Jet that can do that. Omen and Jet will be very easy. Raze might be a little bit difficult, but there's the three agents that can go that way. And again, any agent can make that jump like so.
I have the spike.
Probably grab the spike and show you exactly where the planting areas are going to be. Now, I think default is probably going to be, you know, somewhere along these three spots. You will have to be careful. Spam from heaven is the only thing. So you can see these will probably be the default areas. An ideal plant spot would be if you can get it down on the middle of this bridge here. Obviously, you're very, very out in the open and exposed when you're planting it, but that's going to make it even harder for the enemies to defend. And of course, we do have to talk about these death drop areas. Now, you'll notice that on a lot of the map, there are going to be sort of these like ankle guards. So there's just barrier stopping you from falling off. So you won't just wander off most of the time. It's more these particular areas you can see, and around the A site here as well, where it is going to be possible to actually fall off. So yeah, once you take this out as an attacker, you might want to consider pushing up into where the defenders come from. You have to obviously clear this corner clear as well, because there is going to be an area you can jump around. So it's not one of these skill jumps. You just have to hop across. But if you do this, and you can do it silently as well, by the way, if you hold shift and have your knife out as you jump, you can make that completely silently, and you might be able to catch the defenders off guard. Just for a little bit of context here, this is where the defenders spawn. They'll be coming in to retake A, like here, and if you're sitting on this angle, you know, just holding this, ready to peek out, you might be able to catch them off guard. That's pretty much the A site. You know, you'll be coming in clearing like so. You might want to be wallbanging this box as well, because there is a corner you can sit behind here. You might want to clear this as well, and you can take the rope up into heaven if you want. That door will take you into mid. I'll get to that later on. And again, here's where I was showing you. Defender spawn through there, more of A through there, and that'll also take you to mid. Now let's take a look at this B site from the attacker's perspective. This is where the buy phase barrier was before. Obviously, you have the choice of either going up the stairs or down this lower area. There's a rope that'll take you up towards mid. Here's where the ultimate orb is. So I think it's relatively easy ultimate orb. Like actually very, very free ultimate orb for the attackers, because the defenders probably aren't going to be too likely to come contest this all the way just to fight for it. But I think compared to most ultimate orbs, pretty attacker sided. But then yeah, as an attacker, you're going to come through here, clear out these angles. They can stand all the way up here. You see there's this massive ledge going all the way along this area. So technically anyone could be standing anywhere along that point. They would be clearing like here, your heaven as well. And then if you're coming through this stairs area up here, You can see, I'll get to that point down there shortly because there is another one of those skill jumps. You know, same sort of thing. Clearing out here like so. And again, on the left, we have this skill jump. Same thing, if you shift walk it, you can do it silently, it's going to be possible. But because of where the byphase barrier was, the defenders could technically push this straight away. I don't think they can quite... Actually, yeah, no, you can sit here as a defender and sort of peek that, so you have to be careful. And if you're really, really daring, you could try to jump across and fight this. I think that'd almost certainly get you killed, but it'd be worth a try. Now, in terms of default for B site, I would guess it's just got to be this corner, because if you come here, you're going to be too exposed there. It's going to be nice and safe to plant. You can see, you can sort of see it from the window there as well. Oh, that looks to be wall bangable, so that could be... If you're sitting up here with a Vandal, I'm not sure how much damage it would do, but you know, if you plant it in that corner there, see with a Vandal or any high pen wall, you can see that's going to get the drop down, and an Odin from there will go absolutely crazy. So you can see that's probably going to be default. You can also plant it back in this whole area. So like you could plant it in this corner and then play from all the way back here. Even if they smoke it off, you know, it's a pretty limited area they can actually defuse from. So there's another option, but yeah, I think the most simple place to plant is going to be right in that corner there. So I'll start off in attacker spawn just to show you mid again. So if you're on attack, this is how mid is going to appear, you know. You come through here like so. You have, once again, an option of going up or going down. If you come up, you can see I'm already watching out for that angle. See people will be down there, coming from the stairs. And right here is where this little rope jump is going to be. So defenders can, you know, hop across this. They might try rush you from this point. Whereas if you go the lower way, as an attacker, here's what you're going to be dealing with. You know, just pretty straight across here. Fans will be playing from up there a lot more often than not. They might try and push across this box. You have to watch out for that as well. We tucked it behind here. And then as an attacker, you can hop up here. You know, maybe jump peek over there. You can't get on top of this box without any abilities, of course. You know, you can maybe jump peek over, see what's going on. I think now's a good time to talk about this breakable door up here as well. Now we'll just go in here as Omeners first, because there is actually 2 breakable doors, so one on either side. So in theory, you could Omen ult into here and try and catch someone off guard. I'd love to see people try and pull that one off here. It's going to be a breakable door on either side. I didn't actually see how many bullets that was. I'll check on the other one. But yeah, from mid, you can take this door in towards A. You can see it's just going to be 1, 2, only 3 bullets to break. So I'm pretty sure that's even less than the breakable door on Lotus. This will take you straight from A heaven in towards mid and vice versa. And yeah, now I'll just quickly give you a little bit more perspective from the defender side into where you might be commonly playing from. That's where the angle I was telling you about before was, but then you'll mostly be either playing from heaven up there. Alternatively, you'll come through back here. And I guess if you want to play on site, your only options really are, you know, you'll be playing this angle like here. Already just peek around this way if you hear them coming across the bridge, probably here. Somewhere you'll stand a lot ready to make the first contact and then smoke the choke point off. Or, you know, of course, you've got up here as well is also an option. Similar thing when you come towards B from the defender spawn, you're either going to be playing on site or up in this big heaven area. And there is actually one important thing to note about smoking B on this map as a defender. You can see you'll go to smoke off the choke point here, like so. And if you do it right in the middle, this part's fine, you know, like you can't see through here at all, whatever. But from up here, the attackers can actually peek over the smoke and still see all of heaven. So your usual dome smokers aren't quite going to perfectly be able to cover this B main point if the attackers are trying to come through from, you know, the stairs area. What's it called in the map? It's called Nest. So this is where Nest is on the B side. But if you are playing on site on B, there are a lot more corners to work with, you know. Maybe you'll be playing over here. You can play on this side of this box. You can take this lane as well if you want. Yeah, a few more of the callouts. I should have been focusing on the map more throughout this video. But this is going to be danger over here on the B side. That's what the devs call it, at least, danger. And then you'll have default back there, heaven up there. I'd say that's probably backside. I think that's backside before this, and this will just be towards B link. Defenders can also hop up onto this box. That's something else to be mindful of. And then going towards mid as a defender, you have to either go left or right. You can see there's no direct path to it. Like on attack, you'll come through this one maybe, and then does the link up again if you want to go on this side. This is the higher up side where you'll have this rope jump you have to do. So you can see you can silently do it like that if you shift and you're careful. You come play at this point. Otherwise, if you're coming in here, you know, you're looking doing this sort of thing as you go now. As far as callouts here go, the higher up one is going to be called catwalk, and then the lower area where I am now is going to be library. So then there is just going to be top mid where the defenders come from. There is going to be bottom mid where the attackers come from. This little room through towards A is going to be called vent. Make your way out of vent here, you'll come into A heaven. A main, obviously just going to be this whole area right here. You got bridge over there on A, default over there on A, Anyway, basically from that point onwards, it's going to be CT, or you can see here it's called security on the minimap. Then you've got A link being this area. That'll then take us into the defender spawn. So that's pretty much an overview and a showcase of the brand new map Abyss in Valorant. I've got a lot more videos planned on here. I think I'm going to go through literally every single agent, take a look at their kit, where smokes fit, where, you know, cypher setups, killdo setups, how different duelists can entry. I'm not sure yet if that's going to be one massive video or maybe a breakdown for each class. Like I might do a video about duelist controllers, sentinels, and initiators. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions about this map, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, that was the first look and showcase of Valorant's brand new map Abyss.